One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Double dog, that's the way.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Get ready. Get ready.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Jackson, he's going to look deep down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Darius Slayton, 95 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Ready.
On 2nd and 9, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. On 1st down, Benedict. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
At the 16-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves. On 2nd and 7, Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Big stop, let's go. Shoot. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the eye.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Kill. 66.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Greystone, travel. Get it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Let's bring it. Hard. Hey, rock it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, check 24.
They'll try and run for it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got Smith here. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a handoff looking right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start the drive with Cook. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Dancing to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 38-yard line.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Check back, check back. Go. Come on.
They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
58, boys, 58, 58. Come on.
On fourth down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Jackson from the shotgun. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. It's hauled in by Shepard. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones operating from the gun. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A final shot before break. Jones. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Madison running on first down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Grant Haley in on the stop. From the 38, Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying
to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's go. Henry. Henry, get him up. Here I come again.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This is caught. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
17 more yards. That's another Vikings first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They come up at an offset eye. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Off play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the slap. Check the hot read.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now Jones. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute off.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Sponge!
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
16. 3-3. Small.
Operating from the gun. Page. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Mike 54. Mike 50. Hey. Let's put him on the buses. Yeah. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Okay, double up.
Jones now. Going to throw again. And now Jones hit and the ball's out. And this belongs to the Vikings.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, Page. It's caught, Smith. And he'll go down at the 28. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Give to Cook out of the gun. Gets past one man. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants a foot. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
The score, Vikings 35, Giants 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Hey, tight down.
49-yard line.
Ready?
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 yards and a giant first down. Jones now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%. But he does have a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on this.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Break. 59.
Topper!
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake. Page. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
X3, 218, chopper.
59. So no
Five. Go.
From the gun, Page. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Page. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Page. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Rock it. Get it.
On 4th down, Page. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Ready. Bend over.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check 31. Check 31.
Check 26. Check 26. Out.
Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, Zoo. Hit it.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Snags it for the pick. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bank till we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Now we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Now we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be rare tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these stacks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. Running me down the finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. See me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it easy. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. See me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Chills. My jewelry coat is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Yeah, say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Snatch and skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump and hop on it, hop on it. Rep for your bro, for your poster, pop in your project.